It's been so long since I've spoken to anyone. You will help me reclaim the equipment. If you happen to find more of it, please let me know. I have also seen Grey Warden. Before the blood. But my hope...
Strange that a lone scholar should be completely ignored by the bandits and the Venatori.
Search the area. One down. people would have liked to have been here for this.
all this here? Venatori? Dispatch for you.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Planning troop movements now.
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
Maybe there is no plan. We get the world we make. Nothing more.
Then how do we determine the right choices to make? I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging. Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
I'm not that assured. I just make it up as I go.
Let all your followers take heart.
What can I say? It's worked so far.
Think of it. Like Andraste long ago, once again the fate of Thedas will be determined by a woman. It makes me proud to know you.
How is my being a woman relevant?
Because you will join a small group of formidable women who have changed history. You will inspire others for ages to come. Surely you know this. We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Gloat all you like. I have this one. Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it. Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Are you two playing nice?
I'm always nice. You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won, and I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
All right, let's see what you've got.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
We've been through enough to drop the formalities and simply talk.
I suppose we have. I believe this one is yours. Well played. I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing. I know what the game... The Empress rules a country. The divine influences...
That's all for now.
This is just... It's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
The Grey Wardens are huge and important. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the Wardens do feels like waiting. This, the Inquisition, is what matters now. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
Certainly who you follow defines who you are. It's not that complicated.
We're not all blessed with your quick wit. Personally, I'm glad I have any wit at all. It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
What is this Grand Tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with. Heard you found something that had to do with wardens. Would have liked to have seen it.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
This Inquisition is everyone's best friend. How Joseph...
Make her a lady. Rufus is taking the lot of them apart.
Still waiting for your letter of marque or commendation or whatever?
Any day. I can show you.
It's just time.
Can I help you?
I'd like to know more about the Kunari.
All right. Hit me. When they learned I could hit stuff, I remember the one who helped me build. Other times you're in and out. That wasn't really my soul, though. Also, there were more than 2 people. And the military keeps the Kunari. If you do that among the Kunari...
How is everyday life different for Kunari?
They don't care about the Empire.
It can't be exact.
Same crap. Can I help you?
We don't need those chargers. We've soldiers enough without sellswords.
Look at their captain. What good could that bring?
Mercs are mercs. Can't trust any of them. No cause but mine. I hope that's the case for the leader like that.
Stomach full of mantras, she burns like a beacon, faith aflame to bring succor for a seeker.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Reese was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Reese. We found out dangerous things. Seeker Lambert told me... We should look around.
Are you mad? What are you talking about? The mages are all busy helping the Inquisition.
hiding. We should be getting more refugees.
Don't talk about it, Mother. If I'm a mage, I have to learn how to defend myself against demons.
I remember the first time the dead walked these lands, when a blood mage poisoned our Lehman. The ashes of Andraste herself brought the Arl back from his enchanted slumber.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it...
Ah, Senna, my
I will love you no matter what, you know that. But it's not safe to be a mage right now.
demons
I know,
and brigands
Mother.
stop a man from taking flowers.
I love you too.
You are Dalish. My Senna and I, we kept to the old ways as we could. Though I know we are as children to you. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the tablstones. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
Were hurting and we helped. Their lives are better because of...
Make it be with you.
Maybe the rumors about the apostate attacking us are good.
Figures these mages would all run off just as I get here.
Good day.
Did you want it open?
Good day.
The Venatori have made the Oculara and are using them to search for something. But what?
desire demon took the mind of our young Lord Connor. It cost the boy his life. Cursed be...
Good day.
May it be with you.
I do not suppose you found my Senna's shrine. I know it is a long way to go.
I cleaned Senna's shrine and placed the flowers. May her ashes be gathered by Falundine and carried safely.
After all the long years she carried me, thank you. You do a foolish old man too much kindness. Maceranus, Dalen, take this with my gratitude. Senna would have wanted you to have it.
It was good to do that.
Maceranus, friend. Falundine guide your steps. Or the Maker, as you like.
May it be with you.
Good day.
May it be with you.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
People are afraid right now. I haven't been called knife-ear as often as I'd expected. Mostly, all the humans say is, thank you. I expect you'll find the same, and change some minds in the process.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
It was good to do that.
May I help you?
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes. We've many injured from attacks by those cursed Templars. I need the herbs to treat people's wounds. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Goodbye.
Stay safe. May I help you?
Are you running short of healing?
It's too dangerous to...
We should look around.
You all right, sir?
Long day.
Too many people dying for... My apologies. Can I help you?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
The Inquisition welcomes anyone willing to help, human, elf, or otherwise. If you help those refugees, we'll ensure that you're taken care of.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
I'm glad we did that.
Good day.
I do not suppose you found my Senna's shrine. I know it is a long way to go.
I cleaned Senna's shrine and placed the flowers. May her ashes be gathered by Falundine and carried safely.
After all the long years she carried me, thank you. You do a foolish old man too much kindness. Maceranus, Darlene, take this with my gratitude. Senna would have wanted you to have it.
I'm glad we did that.
Good day.
No man needs statues so great as those whose remnants lie toppled in these hills.
Good day.
Make it be with you.
We'll be joining up soon, Your Worship. We'll be joining up soon, Your Worship. Thank you for all you've done.
It's just what I heard.
What do you mean?
Just rumors.
If those refugees are going to defend themselves, they'll need real defenses. I've got a few ideas.
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I've marked good spots on the map.
Elena says you got rid of those demon-cursed wolves. Should be safer for our farmers now.
What can you tell me about the...
Beyond that, once that's done, I'll give as I can. You take care of my people, and I'll make sure your Inquisition is right. Good to see you, Inquisition.
You said you were once Al-Eamon's stable master.
Master of the Mounts. You take care of my people.
What can you tell me about the wilderness around?
Beyond that, my daughter...
The refugees down at the crossroads could use your help.
Right now, any food I give those luckless bastards might as well go to the rebel mages or bandits. Talk to my man Bron. He'll tell you what those folks need to protect themselves. Once that's done, I'll give as I can. I've no problem with charity, long...
Trying out one of my courses.
What kind of racing are you talking about?
I set up a course over there with stakes in the ground. It's too narrow to race directly, so I time it with a sandglass. You try to ride the course before I call time.
I'll try one of your courses.
Wonderful. Get your horse and I'll set up the stakes. You make time, I'll throw in some of the dress money Father gave me. Consider it a donation to the Inquisition. Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away. Fancy another race?
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away. Cow! 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 I'll be damned. You've mastered every course I set up. That was some riding. That was some riding.
You look good on my Sienna's track. Still think racing's a fool's game when there's fighting to do, but you rode well.
The refugees down at the crossroads could use your help.
Right now, any food. Once that's done, I'll give as I can. Beyond that, my daughter... You take care of my people, and I'll make...
What happened at Redcliffe? Have you ever seen its like, Solus?
The distortion of time. I have seen magic accomplish many things, but no, that is new.
Magic has little place in a war between men.
Many mages are brutes, seeking nothing more than a larger ball of fire. But those with imagination, those who use war to push the limits of the possible.
I wish the Chantry could better enforce restrictions against its use.
Such rules never hold. Any who want victory will find some reason their cause merits exception. The best we can do is ensure the world still stands when this fight ends.